used to in years before. Right, it's now Sunday, it's the beginning of my next video. I'm now in the pigs. As you can see, as I explained in the last video, they have pulled this hopper here, flying down in all the muck and that, because they've pulled it off the wall, because as I said, these are not designed for big pigs. So now I've already picked one hopper here and put it in the other pen, but they've caused all sorts of destruction and problems, breaking things, and because the pens are just not designed like this. So anyway, this is what I have to do, cope with on Sunday afternoon as I do the pigs. I don't normally do any filming on Sunday, because on Sunday I believe that God made the earth in six days, and I believe Sunday's the day of rest, so we don't normally work on Sunday. But I have to do the pigs on Sunday. That's a 7-day a week, but this is all the extra work I'm having to do today because of what the situation that these people put me in. Right, I've just got to drill beans with this drill, so I've to put the beans in deeper. So that is the normal length of the spring here on that, so we just tighten them all right up. That bit extra just to put it so they go deeper in the ground, because they want to be 3 inches really. So normally you're only drilling it 1.5 to 2. So well, I've just started drilling some beans. It's now Monday morning. It's about 11:30. I think we've got a fair bit of setting out. We have to empty the drill, recalibrate it, get it all sorted out. So I've just done this little bit here in the corner. Each row is getting longer. So yeah, it's still in the process of setting everything up. So my hopper alarm has just come off. I'm off. Wake up. My hopper alarm has just come on. Tell me I'm almost out of seed. And the trailer is literally just the other side of this hedge. It's now coming around the corner, so that is perfect timing. Yeah, it's just arrived with the seed. Right, we're now on the second way around of this field. It's about a 11 hectare field, I think. So yeah, we're just on the second way around the heading on this. The sun is shining, as you can see. The shadow out this side. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. We've done, how much have we done? 10 hectares, 9.98, so we've got one more around the field. We're almost around this. The area of the field is, the boundary area is 9.98 hectares, so it's exactly 10 hectares. We've done slightly more than that because you get a bit of overlap on the headland, so yeah. Alright, it's got dark now, it's now about 6:30. I've got a bit of a issue with my lights on the drill. I've got full beam on, that's dip, that's full beam. Dip, full beam, that doesn't make a difference, because with this tank on the front, I disconnect the main headlights and plug the wires in. I reckon there was a wire come underneath that, on that bonnet has come out. When we get to the end of this row, I'll take you guys on this camera with me and we'll have a look, because I'm pretty sure one of them wires has come unplugged underneath, so we're almost at the end of the road. I'll go and have a look. One of the wires has come past, look up here. There we go, they're all working out, just that wire come off. So these lights are the bottom on this side, the bottom on the other side, and the middle one. I got them off eBay for £3 each, so there's £9 worth of light on there. And that's the second year and they've been absolutely fine. Before, after, now I can see where I'm going. Makes a world of difference. We got some more field stats again here. We're averaging on this field 13.4 litres a hectare. You see what we've done? That's how much we've done. 5.36 hectares, averaging 2.7 hectares an hour. Driven 9 kilometres. One of the reasons you can keep the fuel consumption down is if you look at the PDO, you've only got to go around at 550 RPM. We're actually running it in 540 economy, and the engine is running at about 1700 RPM. So obviously, because it's moist and it's not big lumps as in like with a plough, you can drop the revs down. If you look over here, I think even in the dark, more lights will let see it better. There, you see it's plenty fine enough for beans. If you look there, you can see actually the previous run I did was a tram line. You can see the tram line markers in there. Right, it's now Tuesday morning. Just started again. It's now probably nearly 11 o'clock now, but I had several things to sort out at the farm before we could come over here this morning. So yeah, last night I had to stop when the dew came. The drill just kept blocking up. I couldn't do anything with it. So when it was dark, I couldn't see it blocking up. As you can see, there's quite a lot of green on this field from the barley. It has been sprayed off. It is starting to turn, but it just wouldn't. The drill just wouldn't handle it. So when it's dark, you can't really see it with the lights on. So yeah, so I've just started. I've got about 10 hectares left on this field. I did 7 last night. I think. Let's have a look. There's 7.5 I did last night. 7.6. I can hold this still enough so you can see the speed of those times in the wind there. They're not going very fast. They don't need to. Just to stir it a little bit. Got a bit of a corner here, a bit of a triangle corner. I've got one more long road to do, so what I'm doing is about to using GPS. I'm missing that road, that's a tram line. Now I'm going to do this bit in the corner here, round here, down there. Then I'll finish up that bottom corner, then I'll come back up this row here and go straight up to the top. We're now on the last row around this headland of this 17 hectare field I'm planting beans on. Just going around a very wide corner here. Again, using the GPS. As far as I can see, it's absolutely fantastic. I've never used it in years before this one, but it seems to be spot on following around the corner there. And this field up here in front of me, that one, I think it's the first field I used it on, or one of the first fields, and as far as I can see around the head there, it looks spot on. So yeah, seems to be doing well. Makes it so much easier when you've got a curve. If you follow that line up there, the line on the drill, it's nowhere near, I'm sorry, the marker, it's nowhere near the middle of the tank, because it's the drill has a combinations on the back. It is a long way behind there. I don't know if you can see this line. Yeah, you can just see that line. That's just right of that wide thing. You can see it's gradually pulling round as we go around the corner. Yeah, it's now down the middle of the thing. So, but following around that corner, I've never got that right. Right, nearly finished these beans. We've just done this last stretch. So this gateway here in the corner. So yeah, that'll be beans done for this year. All the drill right out of the field. Well, off the bit I'm drilling. I don't like leaving wheels anywhere, so there we go. Cancel the thing. Stop the video, slow the tractor down, and then push that one, which folds it up. Drill first gets lighter, and the brown one here, that lifts the lift kit up. That's up. That's one side clicked in. Lift the other side up. And then the top link is a bit long because how it's set. So what I do with that, I drop it down a bit because it hasn't got enough power in the top link to actually. And I adjust the hydraulic top link with these ones here. It hasn't got enough power to lift it up. So you see it's getting shorter there. Oh, can you see it? Oh yeah, there it is. Shorter like that. Then we lift it back up again. Ooh, I think that's a little bit too short. So lengthen it. There we go. Right, ready to go home. Someone just asked me how you program this joystick here to operate the spool valves. So on this screen, you have to go into remote valves, which is that one, and then on the bottom here you have to go to reconfig. Then you come to this screen and you press either this one of those four there. So if you press that one, then you can reconfigure to what you got. You've got your four colours: the green, the blue, the brown and the black. At the moment I've got the rolls are plugged into the black and the brown, so we'll put the sideways one into that one, which is number 3, and the up and down one we'll put into number 4. Then you press OK, and then that's done. So now I've just finished this field. I've just come into the corner of the field. You can see I'll just pull right out off the field. So I don't like to fold up till I've got the wheels out. So yeah, right, we're now out. So now I'm not sure which way around this is, but we'll press the side one. We'll see if that does anything. It must be the wrong way. Yeah, the side ones put the wheels up and down, and the up and down must fold it up and unfold it. Yeah, that's folding up. Now what you can also do, because as soon as I let go of that, it'll stop. You can now go into remote valves, come out of that, go to rear timer. Obviously we're using these bottoms too. If you turn current enabled timer set to 0, so if you press here, then you can put, it's going to take quite a long while to fold up, so if we put it for 28 seconds, okay, that way, and then you can do the same the other way. Reprogram that, 28 seconds, okay, and then you turn that timer on and see the thing has gone. Now I'm not sure if that's the right one, we'll find out. Yeah, I've just touched it and now I'm not holding it, and now it's folding up. Whether 28 seconds will be long enough, if you look back on the screen you can see it counting down, and then it'll just cut out when it gets down to 0. So while that's going, we can do these ones. These ones are to lift it up, so we'll put, I don't know, about 15 seconds on that one. 15 seconds on that to fold it up. Go that down to 15, press OK. Yeah, no, it's done the 28 seconds, and it hasn't enabled that, and it hasn't folded right up. So we probably need nearer, probably 40-45 seconds for that one, 45 seconds for that one. So now we touch this one here, which folds it up, and that will keep going for 45 seconds, but obviously now it's folded right up. So if I touch the top again, if I can get that on one screen, you'll see that that's cancelled that now. So now if I do the left and right one, no, that's the wrong way, so press the right one there. That is programmed for 15 seconds, and that will lift the rolls right up. That actually took about 10 seconds. So you can now go back into this timer there and adjust that. Just put it a little bit more just to be on the safe side, make sure it gets enough. So 11 seconds. So that's how you operate the timers and programming this as well. You can program it with everything, with the front linkage, with the other two spool valves or whatever. So often when we're using the plough, we have it so the up and down turns the plough over. So normally it's the same every time. So you push the down one to turn it over every time. You program it in for how many seconds you need, and then this one, because we've got vary width ploughs, you then program the vary width in there. So you press it and that'll make it narrow, and that will make it wider. And you don't put that one on a time, because obviously you don't want it to keep going. But this one, to turn the plough, you put it on for about, I think it's about 16 seconds, and you just touch it and it will turn it over and finish it all for you. And every time you get out the tractor, when you get back in, you get this screen come up. Do you want to use reconfigurable inputs custom mode, which means because I've customized it, you just have to press yes, otherwise it will revert back to what it was before. Right, I'm now rolling here. I'm rolling at the angle, I think, across the thing. If you look, you can see the lines that way. I'm going at a slight angle because I've been rolling before, as in one every 3 in the tram line, but then I found that sometimes I couldn't see which one of the 3 was the tram line. So I've decided to do it at a slight angle, so you'll still be able to see the tram line marks. And I've got it now. Then I had it set at 9.95, so it fitted in with the tram lines, because obviously it's a 30-metre sprayer. But you get with the drill, I don't do it at exactly 6 metres. I cut down a little bit just to make sure you don't get a gap in between. So yeah, now I've got it set at the maximum I can get it without missing any, which is actually 10.45. I think I've got it toolbox. Yeah, 10.45 metres. That's the maximum I can get without actually missing any. So obviously, the wider you can get it, you might save one up and down the field and crossing the whole field, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how we're rolling. And a flat tyre So to go back to the farm, get the spare tyre, which we actually nicked off with the other tractor. We'll come back with the loader, lift the front end up, and swap the wheels over.